Hey guys, and welcome. I know that I haven't made a video in a while and I haven't posted much on Instagram recently, but I'm really excited to be back for today's shave. Work's been a little bit crazy. My wife and I recently moved, as you can see in the new shave den. I think this is my second video here. So still getting accustomed to everything. There's still a little bit of an echo in here and I'm sorry about that, but I'm really working on getting this thing set up. I changed the lights up here, which I think are better, and a few other things. So if you have any feedback regarding my video setup here and the audio and anything like that, please let me know. It'd be greatly appreciated. So I'm really excited for today's shave for a couple reasons. First of all, I am going with the Rockwell 6C. So I got the Rockwell 6S razor a couple months ago. I really didn't do much with it, and I shaved with it maybe 3 months ago, the Rockwell 6S, not this one. And the 6S I absolutely loved. I really fell in love with this razor immediately. I had such great results, just felt really natural in my hand. I handled a lot like the 34C by Mercor, which is my favorite razor of all time. But it was just a little bit different. You know, every razor shaves a little bit differently, and it was very similar to the 34C, but still gave me different shaves, and I loved it. Used it a ton, and I recently got this one. This is the Rockwell 6C. This is the chrome version. The 6S is the stainless steel version. And I actually like chrome razors better than stainless steel razors. They just feel better on my skin, so I was really excited when this razor came out. It still has the 3 different base plates, and it retails for $50, which I think is an awesome deal for a razor of this quality and for an adjustable razor. You know, you get the different base plates with that, so you can change it out to cater it to your shave. I've really found that the base plates 3 and 4 are my favorite. So today I'm going to be using the R4 base plate with a fresh Gillette 7 o'clock super stainless blade that I already loaded up here. And I am working on learning how to shave in the new house here. Now, shaving's pretty much the same everywhere. The biggest difference for me, honestly, is water quality. In my previous place, I had really soft water, which is great for soap and lather. It really makes lathers just explode up. It makes them very, very slick. Here in my new house, I actually have pretty hard water, and hard water offers a little bit of a challenge for soap. So if the soaps aren't really perfectly calibrated by the soap maker for different water conditions, they can sometimes turn to be a little bit airy with bubbles in there, which I really don't like. I really enjoy a thick lather when I'm shaving. So anyway, I've still been working that out, but for today's shave, I'm going to be using the Barrister & Man LATHA. This is an excellent soap. I love this soap. I love the scent on it. This is the original one, the black scent. When I first got it, I wasn't too keen on the scent, but due to the performance and just everything and smelling it a couple times in a row, it really grew on me. It's one of my absolute favorite soap scents at this time. I have not used this soap here in the new place, so I'm eager to use it today to see how it performs. Just got a shower, facial hair is nice, cleaned out, hydrated, ready to go. I have 2.5 days of facial hair growth. The soap was blooming while I was in the shower. That means just putting some hot tap water on top of the puck of soap. And then I take this bloom water. What the bloom water does, it helps loosen up the first layer of soap, so it's a little bit easier to load up your brush on the puck. But then don't waste the bloom water. I add this to my face to add a nice base layer of soap to build the lather on. You can see the suds there on my face. That's just residual soap in the water from soaking. And then I like making sure that the puck is nice and dry when I load up. I don't like wipe it off or anything. I just let it kind of drip out like that. Alright, looking good. So for today's brush is a brush I'm definitely excited to use. I don't use it all too often, but it's one of my favorites and is a really special brush for me. My dad bought it for me in London. It is my Simpsons Chubby 2 and Best Badger. There it is. You can go ahead and take a look at this. Beautiful brush, Best Badger. Very, very dense loading here of the hairs. Fantastic brush. So I do wring out my brushes. All I do is I gently twist the hairs and then squeeze. I'm not pulling, I'm not yanking. You don't want to damage the knot itself. You don't be crazy about this, you know. A lot of people are really dogmatic and things you have to do and things you shouldn't do while wet shaving. I try not to be too dogmatic with myself because it takes out the enjoyment, you know, if I'm being too particular with X, Y, Z steps. This is something I enjoy and I always try to think about that. So, you know, I'm not like paying attention like, oh, did I pull too much? Did I pull too little? Whatever. I just kind of do it, just don't give it a yank, and that has to be good enough for me. Anyway, let's go ahead and load up. So I did get up one of my wet shaving prints that my wife got me. This one in the previous place was on the opposite wall of the bathroom, but I really like it a lot. It's got some safety razors on here. These are, well, not safety, these are single edge, kind of like gem style. This one says Monopole, Bismarck, a Zero, and a Corso. And then it has some different blades on here. The Zero safety razor, Corso blades, Reserveklingen blades, and Monopole blades. Pretty cool. I like that. I don't use this style of razor actually. I never have. But nonetheless, a cool piece of shaving history, and I just really like having the razors up there. Alright, I have gobs loaded up here. When I load up my brush, just looking for pastiness between the actual hairs. Plenty of soap in there. This is dry, I can feel that already, but I'm going to go ahead and start a face lather, and I'm going to have to add in some water. I'm really hoping that this soap performs well here, because this is one of my favorite soaps, the Barrister and Man LATHA series, and I'd be pretty upset if it didn't work here. But nonetheless, I think it should due to the quality of Barrister and Man products. It should perform well in this type of water. Looking good so far. A little dry though. Actually really dry. There's many different ways to add water into your lather. All I do is I take my brush, I have my sink here filled up with just hot tap water. I just dip the brush, just the tips of the hairs in the water here, and then work it in. Once I'm done lathering up, just paint over it, kind of even out the lather. I'm really happy with this. It smells great. It's a very, very beautiful lather too. Happy. Alright, so like I mentioned, the Rockwell 6C on the 4 setting with a brand new Gillette 7 o'clock Super Stainless. Alright, first pass, so I'm going to do a 3-pass shave. First pass with the grain, then cross grain, and then for a third pass I do cross grain in the opposite direction. Most other people go against the grain, but I have pretty sensitive skin, so I forgo that step and I do one cross grain direction in this direction, then one the opposite direction, then a clean up pass, but 3 formal passes. But first pass with the grain. This razor blade I've never used in the 6C before, and it's a great fit in here. A little bit sharper while maintaining its smoothness, and it just feels fantastic in here. Someone else mentioned to me in a comment that they And the Rockwell razors like the Perma-Sharp blades, and I have used that. Also awesome. I've also used duller blades in this Rockwell, and they're equally awesome. You know, if you're looking for a little bit milder shave, going with a Vashkod, a Derby, the Treat Blacks, those will keep it nice and smooth for you. This is still smooth, but definitely there's a little bit of an edge here, which I really like. There you go. Good first pass. Took down a lot of the hair. That's what I'm really looking to do in the first pass, is take down the first layer of hair on my face and to not get irritation. No irritation, got the hair off. So now I really picture the subsequent passes as getting you a close shave. Alright, back to the brush here, just reapplying the lather. And I am using some alum here. I've got a little Razor Rock alum block here on the side of my sink. Any alum will do. This is just one I have. I dip my fingers in it. Gives me a good grip on the razor. Alright, cross grain this direction. And I've noticed no issues with the lather from the LATHA soap. It's not dissipating out. Feels great here. Nice cushion on my skin, great slickness. The edges of my sink here, the new sink, there's like a little rim around there, and then the edge of the sink kind of angled down into the actual basin. So if I set my razor or anything on the little angled down areas, it's not much, just a little bit, but if it's wet, it just slides into the sink. I set my razor on there pretty much every time I set it down, it just goes right in. I know you guys didn't need to know that, but nonetheless, that's what I've been doing if you've heard something in the water. Alright, third pass, cross grain the other direction. This is where a lot of other people go to the against the grain pass. Just doesn't work well for me. I've tried, my skin is too sensitive. That's why I got in wet shaving in the first place, because cartridge razors were just tearing up my skin. I hated shaving. Obviously the exact opposite now. I love shaving, but I still have to be careful with my skin. It is pretty sensitive, and I just can't do against the grain. So I forget that. And I do 2 cross-grain passes in opposing directions. Alright, so that is 3 passes in. I usually just kind of check around, see how it's feeling. Oh, man, this is great. Wow. See if there's any areas I need to clean up a little bit more. I don't think so. I'm really happy with this. This feels awesome. Very, very close. I did nick myself a little bit down right here, but it's no big deal. It's very, very minor. This is feeling great. I'm actually not going to do a cleanup pass. No reason to. I'm happy with this. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get cleaned up. Alright, feeling back here. Oh, wow. Fantastic shave. I'm really, really happy with the results of this shave. It's very close, it was very comfortable, it was a fast shave. Obviously it takes me a little bit of time making a video, but that was still a fast shave for my, for the time I actually am on the video shaving. So anyway, I'm really happy with that. The the Rockwell 6C did great. This is a fantastic razor. I love this. This gets my highest recommendation. Honestly, of all the razors out there, you know, my first recommendation is always the Merkur 34C. At least that's my personal favorite. Different razors are going to work better for different people, but the 34C is my go-to razor. This is, honestly, this is number 2. It has earned this spot. It's a fantastic razor. It gets my highest recommendation. I absolutely love this thing. Yeah, I'm just, you know, sad I didn't start shaving with this at an earlier time. You know, I had it for a couple months and didn't really use it. I was busy doing other videos, using other products, but I wish I got to it earlier. Anyway, I get a lifetime of shaving still with this ahead of me, so I'm very happy about that. Rockwell, congrats guys. You put in a lot of time and effort, I know, for this razor, and it definitely shows. It's fantastic. Love it. Also, Barrister Man Latha. This stuff really worked well. I'm very happy with it. I've had some problems with some different lathers here in my new place with the harder water, like I mentioned. This stuff lathered up very, very quickly. It was a cushiony, slick lather, didn't dissipate out. Love it. You know, that's really what I do expect from Barrister Man products. They make such excellent soaps and aftershaves. You know, I really do just expect that from their stuff, just due to the quality that they have put out in the past, and this did not disappoint here in the new water setting, so I'm really happy with that. Obviously, the Simpsons Chubby 2 Best Badger. One, it's hard to beat. This is also a top 5 brush for me of all time. Very, very awesome brush. Alright, post-shave. So it's a summer now. In the summertime, I often don't use a balm. In the wintertime, I always use a balm, help lock in some moisture there. You know, you're going outside, at least where I live in Boston. It's cold, it's windy, the air's dry, it sucks out there. My skin just will get dried out very quickly. I use a balm. In the summer, I often forego a balm, and I'll just use an alcohol-based aftershave. That's what I'm going to do today. It's July right now, and I'm going with the Parasso. This is their, they call it, I think they call this actually, it's aftershave toning lotion, they call it. But it's just an alcohol-based aftershave. This is their classic green scent. Really nice stuff. It's got some menthol in there, some nice cooling. And when you put on an alcohol-based aftershave, it'll give you a little bit of feedback about your shave. Sorry, menthol, there's a little bit of menthol in this, like I mentioned. It always causes me to squint. It just irritates my eyes there for a minute. But I did get a little bit of burning over here, telling me my shave was a little bit too close. I did get a little bit of burning in this area. I don't notice anything there. I probably got a little too close. But anyway, happy with the shave. Love that aftershave. So anyway guys, please let me know if you guys have any requests for any videos, for any types of razors, razor blades, shaving brushes, shaving soap, shaving creams, aftershaves, whatever. If you want to see it, let me know. I'm trying to pick out the next couple of videos I'm going to do, and I'd really like any input you have. I have some new soaps over here. I have one from Charcoal. It's a company that makes some razors that are amazing. I don't have a charcoal razor, but I do have their soap. I've got Wolfpack shaving soap and the new A&E soap. A&E. So I got a couple over here. So if you guys want to see one of those, let me know. If there's anything else you want to see, or any other products that you'd like for me to review, please let me know. I am open for suggestions. As always, guys, thanks for watching.